Hi everyone, welcome to Life Well Loved. I'm Penny. As a bag lover, I can tell you that there are a lot of things to take into consideration when you're purchasing your bags or also even carrying your bags. And one of the things that I know a lot of people think about is security. So today what I wanted to do is to share with you a couple of best practices that I've developed over time to help maybe offset some of the possibility of people that are nefarious and have ill intentions, that are going to be opportunistic, if you will, to kind of keep them at bay and to help protect yourself. So if that's something that you're interested in, stay tuned. So the first thing to consider when you're selecting your bag is really where you're going. This is my Louis Vuitton Neverfull GM in the monogram, and it's the monogram on top of the monogram if you haven't seen that before. This is probably my most used travel bag. It has a very spacious opening on the inside, and on this particular model you can choose the interior lining. They don't usually come in a black lining, but I do have a purse organizer in there right now just to help it stay up on its own. It has one single clasp here. Not a lot of protection because you can see that you have a lot of opportunity if you're just in a large crowd for people to be opportunistic, if you will. But I love this bag. I love to use it for travel. I am mindful of where I'm going. So if I'm doing car travel and I'm going to arrive at a destination and be able to take it into the hotel, then I'll bring it. If I'm going to be traveling somewhere and going to get out and maybe going to Disney World or some other sightseeing area, then I will not bring it because I don't want to leave it in the car. It's a expensive bag. Back in the day, you could carry your bags and feel at ease with them because there wasn't the platforms such as eBay or Amazon or some of these other, luxury handbag resellers that someone could steal your bag and then immediately turn on and sell it for a profit. With it being a monogram version, I think it's a little less likely that someone will steal this bag just because it's actually been personalized by me. The other thing I will point out to you is that since you've got such a large space in here, the best thing to do is usually to just add larger or smaller toiletry bags so that you can include in here your wallet, your keys, and anything else that you think is going to be valuable and really of interest to someone else. So those are the first two tips, which is to be mindful of where you're going and to not leave this bag in the car if you're going to be out and about for the day. If you're traveling from destination to destination and you know the bag is going to be with you the entire time, that's fine, but I definitely wouldn't leave it in the car. The second thing is to use a toiletry bag that has a zipper on it, because this is going to be a lot more noticeable if someone's trying to remove this from your bag than if they were trying to remove something small that you may not actually notice. The next thing I want to talk about is just the loudness of a monogram print. This is the most recognizable luxury handbag monogram print in the entire world. And when you're carrying this particular iconic print, it catches people's eyes. So if you're looking to go a little bit under the radar, not be so much of a focus or potentially a target, then definitely stay away from any type of monogram. In fact, I have my Gucci blue monogram here, and I also have another Gucci bag here, and you can see that this one is black. It just has the imprint of the GGs on it. Certainly with the chain, it makes it much more blinged, but you can spin this bag around, take the chain off, and then all of a sudden, all you see from a distance is just a black bag. And when I wear this, I usually will wear it crossbody. Depending on how dressed up I am while I wear this chain, it also will depend on what the colors I'm using. If I'm wearing something that tends to have, silver or white gold, I'll take that off. But if I just spin that around, you can see that all of a sudden you can't really tell that it's actually a Gucci bag. So that's really the second tip, is to be mindful of loud monograms and to go low key on some of your bags, especially some of these really beautiful leather bags. You'll be able to carry something that you love without actually being so much of a focus. I'll share with you a cautionary tale of a friend of mine. She was at the grocery store and she was loading her purchases into the back of her vehicle. She had placed her purse in the front part of the shopping cart, and someone walked by, grabbed her purse, ran, jumped in a car, and left. And so that kind of got me thinking about the fact that you really need to be careful in some of those most vulnerable activities that we do. And so one of the things that I would suggest is to carry a small clasp like this. Maybe you can put it in your coin purse, and you can attach it to the bag, and then you can attach it to the actual shopping cart. And you can get these in a lot of different colors, and these are very lightweight. Another suggestion would be these Coach dog tags that are on all the Coach bags. You can take this off, put that in your coin case in your purse, and that way you can attach it and attach it to the bag. That way, if someone grabs it, you're going to know immediately that they've grabbed it, and there's going to be some sort of resistance and increase the likelihood that you'll be able to save your bag or get your bag back. The other thing too is that this is a bag charm that's sold on Amazon. And, of course, this is all the rage now, to put these types of charms on your bags. And that actually looks really cute, but that's not what we're here for. Don't get distracted, Penny. But on this bag charm here is another one of those larger clasps there. So you can have it on your bag, and then you have it available so that when you want to attach it to the shopping cart, you actually have it available. And I think that that's a great solution. One strategy I think a lot of people use is to use a crossbody. So this one is from Coach. This is called the Kit Messenger. It has a slip pocket in the front, nothing in the back, and it's a pretty spacious bag if you're interested in this particular model. I did take the straps off just so that they weren't, clanging around while I went to talk about it. But I do think that crossbodies provide some protection because you can adjust the strap on them. You can pull them nice and close to your body. I love crossbodies because they allow my hands to be free, and I typically will wear crossbodies when I know that I'm going to be running in and doing some shopping, although I do like to carry totes as well when I'm shopping, just so I can put my shopping bags in there. But if you really want your hands to be free, there's nothing better than a crossbody, and you're way less likely to have someone snatch your bag if it's actually strapped across your body. The other thing that I have is this is one of those phone cases. This one happens to be from Brighton, and it has the silver hardware on it. It has space here for you to be able to put your cards and your ID. I have the strap kind of tucked in there. You also have a spot in the back for you to be able to put your phone. This is very small. These are fantastic for when you're going to large crowds and you don't want anything really weighing you down. You can literally just, drop your fob in there as well as your chapstick or whatever else that you're using. And this allows you to be very hands-free, and it is not something that I think people would generally find of interest. So if you had someone, again, with a nefarious nature looking to do ill things to people, they may scan this tiny little bag and recognize there's not much in here and it's strapped across your body, and they'll probably move along to hopefully no one else. But, that's how those things go. And I'll close with this last tip, which is, as much as we love these handbags, at the end of the day, they are just materialistic things, and they can actually be replaced. So if you are in a situation where someone is endangering you and you really have to make some decisions there, I would hope that you would make the decision to recognize that you need to keep yourself safe and to replace items as they need to be in the event that something like that happens. So hopefully it never does. That's what I have for you today. Hopefully you got some good tips out of that. Thanks for popping in, and I'll see you in the next one.